You didn't arrive here by accident. Maybe you were just scrolling through your phone. Maybe you clicked without even thinking. Or maybe someone sent you this video. But there's something greater guiding your steps. Something deep inside. You has been crying out for an answer, for peace, for a miracle. And now you've been led to this very moment. Because those who pray, even when they're tired, are never defeated. Those who cry out in silence, even when the account is empty and the bills keep piling up, are being heard. Yes, I'm hearing you. And today I say to you, listen to this prayer as you fall asleep. For while you sleep, doors will open. Doors no one else could open. The ones the world shut, I will open with a single word. Effata. Can you see yourself debt-free, making wise investments? Providing the very best for yourself and for those you love, with no fear of checking your bank balance at the end of the month? Can you imagine your home blessed, your work appreciated, your mind finally at peace because prosperity has arrived? This prayer is for exactly that. Ask Jesus for a financial miracle in your sleep is not just a title. It's a calling, a direct invitation to your spirit, to your heart, a call to trust, even when things feel stuck. This isn't just another prayer. It's a divine appointment. It's the unfolding of Solomon's promise, wisdom that creates wealth. That's why I invite you now. Write in the comments the names of your loved ones who need blessings, one name per comment, and open your heart. Pray with faith until you fall asleep. Jesus is already by your side. And if you feel His presence now, subscribe to the Blessings of Prosperity channel and click the like button as a gesture of your faith. With every subscription, this prayer reaches further. Stay with me until the end, and let the blessing reach you. Lord, in this moment as my soul rests, I come before you. With an open heart, tired of fighting alone against debts, against fear, against this feeling of being stuck. I recognize that I have no strength to continue depending only on my own efforts. So today, I surrender my financial life to you. I lay down my overdue bills, my damaged name, the promises I made to my loved ones that I have yet to fulfill. I also surrender the fear of checking my balance and seeing emptiness, the anxiety that takes hold every time I think about tomorrow. In this silence of the night, I ask you, speak to me, Lord. Speak to my spirit as I sleep, guide my thoughts, plant inspired ideas in my heart. May the words I hear now turn into action when I wake up. Just as you did with Solomon, who asked for wisdom instead of riches and received both, grant me a wise heart to prosper. Teach me, Father, to invest with purpose, to use the resources you will send with intelligence. I don't seek wealth for vanity, but to provide, to build, to bless. Effata, Lord. Open the doors that have been locked for years. Open professional paths that once seemed unreachable. Open my vision to new ways of earning, multiplying, and managing the money that comes from your hands. Free my mind from the beliefs that made me think being born poor was my destiny. I now reject every spirit of scarcity, every thought of failure, every financial curse imposed on me. I take hold of the promised abundance. I declare Effata, doors opened, blessings released, mind renewed. Today I learned that it's not about working harder, but working wiser. Andrew Carnegie said that true wealth comes from the ability to organize ideas and people. So, Lord, teach me to organize my home, my routine, my finances. Show me what needs to be cut, where I need to plant, what I need to wait to grow. And while I sleep, let your spirit go ahead of me, preparing meetings, touching hearts, bringing opportunities closer. I believe that even while I rest, you are working for me. I confess with faith, I was not born to live paycheck to paycheck. I was created to prosper, to have and to share, to enjoy the best of this land, as your word says. And I know that prosperity is not just money, it is peace, purpose, and freedom. So while my body rests, may my faith grow stronger. May my dreams align with your plan. May I wake up with courage, wisdom, and ideas that help me grow. Because true wealth begins in the spirit, and money is the result of a mind aligned with your will. I remember the words of Jesus, ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be opened to you. And I knock now, Lord. I knock with humility, with a hunger for transformation. May this prayer stay with me through every night I need it. May it be a shield, a lamp, a guide. May each word be like a seed falling on fertile soil. And may I see fruits of prosperity, fruits of wisdom, fruits of financial freedom. I reject all bankruptcy. I reject the fear of tomorrow. I reject the feeling of unworthiness. I am a child of the Most High, and I carry Solomon's promise. May that promise be fulfilled in me, in the name of Jesus. May I no longer fear making financial decisions. May I know how to save without fear of lack. May I invest without guilt for prospering. May I understand that becoming wealthy with purpose is part of your plan for my life. As I sleep, I allow your words to penetrate my soul. May the teachings from the gospel of wealth remind me that the man who enriches is the one who gives more value than he receives. Tomorrow I want to rise ready to serve, ready to grow, to become someone who brings abundance wherever they go. May I be a light in the lives of those who still walk in the darkness of scarcity. I accept your invitation to prosper. I accept your plan for abundance. I accept that I was created to overcome. Even if everything around me still looks difficult, I choose to believe. I choose to declare, my God will provide. As David said, I was young and now I am old, but I have never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his descendants begging for bread. I am that descendant, and I know your provision will come, your resources will come, your peace will come. And with this certainty engraved in my heart, I fall asleep in your presence, trusting that great miracles have already begun, even as I rest under your watchful care. Lord, tonight, as my body rests, I ask you, cleanse my mind from all financial confusion. Restore within me the clarity that comes from above. So many times I made impulsive decisions driven by fear and desperation and ended up moving away from prosperity. But today, I rest in your wisdom. May my thoughts align with yours. May I no longer be guided by anxiety, but by divine direction. May I hear, even in the silence, your voice teaching me to manage, to wait, and to prosper. You said to Solomon, "Ask what you want me to give you." And he did not ask for gold, fame, or victory over his enemies. He asked for wisdom. And you gave him everything. So tonight, as this prayer accompanies my sleep, I repeat with faith, grant me wisdom, Lord. Wisdom to understand money, to make wise choices, to act with strategy. May I no longer be deceived by empty promises, by hidden debts in easy installments, by what looks like a blessing but is actually a trap. May I see with the eyes of your Spirit and understand with the heart of trust. I reject financial ignorance. I reject a mindset of scarcity. I reject the patterns that have trapped me in mediocrity, because I know that those who plant wisdom reap freedom, and those who live in freedom learn how to prosper in peace. Lord, I surrender my habits to you. If I have been wasting the little I receive, transform it into order and discipline. If I have neglected to learn, give me a thirst for knowledge. May I find joy in studying finances, investments, and kingdom economy. Just as Joseph interpreted dreams and managed resources with mastery, even in a foreign land, may I also discern the signs you send me. May I understand when it is time to save and when it is time to expand. May I no longer fear prosperity. May I learn to multiply. May I experience the blessing of seeing my resources grow without losing my soul. Andrew Carnegie wrote that wealth is responsibility, and I want to be responsible with everything you place in my hands. Not for vanity, but for mission. I declare with faith the cycle of scarcity is broken. The cycle of wrong decisions has ended. I am learning to prosper. Even now, while I sleep, something is changing inside of me. I am not the same person I was yesterday. Today I am someone who seeks wisdom, who prays for instruction, who is willing to change. Even if it hurts, even if starting again feels difficult. I ask you, Father, show me where I am wrong. Correct me with love, lead me with clarity. I don't want to live confused anymore. I want to live guided by you. Effata, open the archives of my mind. Reveal memories that need healing. Show me financial traumas that are holding me back. If one day I heard that money is sinful, that prospering is wrong, or that wealth is vanity, I now reject those lies. I believe that prospering is part of Your plan. Jesus multiplied the loaves. Jesus paid taxes with a coin from a fish's mouth. Jesus walked in discernment and abundance, and I follow in his footsteps, with humility, with faith, with wisdom. Teach me, Lord, to break free from living on autopilot. May I no longer live just to pay bills. May I no longer accept a life of mere survival. I was created to flourish, to be a fruitful tree planted by streams of water, to watch the seasons pass without fear, because those who trust in the Lord have deep, unshakable roots. Today I ask you, help me organize my finances. Help me track my spending. Help me dream with clear goals. Help me save wisely. Help me honor everything that you send into my life. Give me the courage to say no when needed. The courage to learn what I was never taught. The courage to leave environments that pull me down. May I walk with the wise. May I find people who inspire me to grow. May I have humility to listen to advice and discernment to recognize the truth. May I recognize opportunities. May I form the right partnerships. May my prosperity be built on a solid foundation, not on sand. As I sleep, Lord, prepare my day ahead. Place in my path those who open doors, ideas that solve problems and inspirations that change my life. May I wake up ready to act, clear-minded to decide, and full of faith to move forward. May no word spoken tonight return void. May everything I declared in this prayer blossom at the appointed time. May my financial life be ruled not by fear, but by vision. And resting in this certainty, I fall asleep knowing that the seeds planted in wisdom tonight will grow strong like a mighty tree, bearing fruit to testify of your faithfulness. Lord, as sleep gently covers me, I declare, my mind is open to new possibilities. Teach me to recognize opportunities that come disguised as challenges. Sometimes, what appears to be a problem is actually a hidden door you have prepared. Just as Joseph was sold into slavery and yet became a governor, I believe that the hardest moments of my life are simply steps in the plan you have to exalt me. I no longer reject the process. I embrace it with faith, knowing that gold is only purified in the fire. Tonight I pray that every inner resistance be broken, that laziness, fear of starting small, and the comparisons that paralyze me be cast out in Jesus' name. I accept starting small, Lord. Just as a tiny seed carries the potential of an entire forest within it, I believe every small beginning holds a great destiny. I will not despise the days of small beginnings. I will honor every stage. I will plant with patience, water with faith, and wait for growth with hope, knowing you are in control. I renounce the spirit of haste. I renounce the anxiety that makes me want everything immediately. Your word says there is a time for every purpose under heaven. I choose to trust in your timing, the time of preparation, the time of maturity, the time when my mind, my character, and my vision align to receive what you have prepared. Andrew Carnegie taught that patience is one of the secrets of building true wealth, and I embrace that truth tonight. Open my spiritual eyes, Lord, so I can see what natural eyes cannot. May I see beyond difficulties. May I recognize potential where others see only crises. May I have wisdom to invest not just money, but time and energy in the right places. May I discover talent still hidden within me. May I realize gifts I didn't even know I had, because I believe you created me complete with everything I need to prosper, waiting only to be discovered, polished, and used for your glory. Effata. Let the doors of creativity open within me. May ideas for businesses be born. May blessed projects arise. May innovative solutions for old problems emerge. May my spirit stay connected to the source of all inspiration, your Holy Spirit. Help me understand that creativity is also a tool for prosperity, just as you anointed Bezalel to create the tabernacle with excellence. Equip me to use my gifts in ways that glorify you and transform my financial reality. May I no longer be limited by what I see around me. May I no longer accept the limitations the world tries to impose. Help me believe like Abraham, who looked at the stars and saw a future even when he had no children. Lord, teach me to see the invisible, to believe in the improbable, to expect the impossible, and to walk by faith even when there are no visible signs of change. because I know that in the spiritual realm, my victory is already decreed. While I sleep, work behind the scenes of my life, Lord. Move hearts, align paths, tear down walls, remove obstacles. Send angelic messengers to prepare what you have already set aside for me. May I wake up to better days. May I rise into a life of breakthroughs. Let this not just be another prayer whispered in hope, but a powerful seed planted in the soil of faith, watered by the certainty that you honor those who wait and trust. I declare, I am not a prisoner of circumstances. I am not a product of the system. I am a child of God, heir to the promises, and I have the right to the abundant life Jesus won for me. I will no longer accept a life of lack, because my Father owns everything. If He cares for the lilies of the field and the birds of the air, how much more will He care for me? So tonight I rest, I surrender, I trust. I sleep in peace knowing that as I rest, heaven moves on my behalf. Effata, open new horizons, broaden my vision, expand my ability to dream, to plan, and to act in faith. May tomorrow I wake up different, courageous enough to take the first step, bold enough to start even if it's with little, disciplined enough to persevere, and full of faith to continue, because those who walk with you are never alone, and no journey made with you is ever in vain. And resting in this certainty, I fall, asleep in your presence, ready to receive the miracles you have already prepared, trusting that every step of faith will lead me closer to the abundant life you have promised. Lord, tonight as my body settles into rest, I thank you for reminding me that I am never alone on this journey. Even when the world seems indifferent to my struggles, you are attentive to every detail of my life. You are the God who sees what is hidden and rewards at the right time. You are the God who honors those who trust. So tonight I place not only my financial struggles in your hands, but also my fears, uncertainties, and every doubt that tries to make me give up. Today I reject the spirit of doubt. I reject the voices telling me I will never make it. I refuse to believe that prosperity is for others but not for me. I am a child of the Most High God, heir to eternal promises, and it pleases you to see me prosper in every area of my life. Just as Solomon reigned in abundance because he chose wisdom, I choose to trust. I choose to believe that you will not only meet my needs, but also give me the vision to build a prosperous and secure future. While I sleep, Lord, plant the seed of resilience deep within me. May I not give up halfway. May I not allow the first obstacle to paralyze me. May I have the courage to rise after every fall, like a warrior who knows his strength comes not from himself, but from you. Teach me to be persistent in my goals, disciplined in my efforts, and generous with my results. May the faith that brought me here be the same faith that takes me even further. Effata, open paths of opportunity before me. Open doors that lead to growth. Open my mind to see possibilities that were hidden. May my financial life be marked by breakthroughs, honest achievements, and results that glorify your name. May every effort, watered with prayer and faith, bear fruit. And may I never forget that everything I achieve comes from your generous and loving hands, not from chance, nor only from human strength, but from divine favor that rests upon me. I declare, my mind is being renewed, my vision is expanding, my faith is strengthening. I am becoming the person capable of receiving and managing the prosperity you are sending. I am no longer guided by fear of failure. I am guided by the certainty that with you all victory is possible. Each night of prayer, every word of declaration builds a future of blessing. I am sowing in the Spirit a harvest of financial miracles that will blossom in your perfect time. Lord, help me discern what is priority and what is distraction. May I no longer waste time on what does not edify. Help me invest my time, talents, and resources into projects that honor you. Help me say yes to the right opportunities and no to temporary temptations. May I clearly understand that every decision I make today is a seed for my tomorrow. And guided by your wisdom, may I build a financial life that is solid, just, and filled with purpose. Just as rivers flow toward the sea, guide my steps toward the places of abundance you have prepared for me. May I not turn to the right or to the left. May I walk firmly with a focused heart, a clear mind, and a spirit attentive to your voice. May worries not steal me from your path. May anxiety not rush me ahead of your timing. May comparison not rob me of my joy. I receive the peace that surpasses all understanding. I receive the rest that comes from true trust. Effata, may the hidden abundance within every effort start to bloom. May the harvest of every good seed sown through prayer and honest work reach me. May you multiply what I have and trust me with even more. May I be found faithful in the little and ready for the much. May my life be a living testimony that faith, wisdom, and spirit-led work are never in vain. As I drift into sleep, I rest my mind, my heart, and my dreams in your hands. I no longer carry the weight of financial worries alone. You are my provider. You are my source. You are my endless supply of resources, ideas, connections, and opportunities. I trust you completely, and with this peace reigning over my soul, I fall asleep, knowing that tomorrow will bring visible signs of the blessings already unfolding through your loving hands. Lord, in this moment when sleep begins to settle over me, I thank you for reminding me that you have never left my side. Even when I couldn't see, even when fear clouded my heart, you were there, faithful, constant, carrying me through each season. And tonight, I lay down not only my concerns, but also my dreams, my desires, and my longing for a transformed financial life. I surrender all to you, trusting that your plans for me are for good and not for harm, to give me a future filled with hope. Today I break agreement with the spirit of defeat. I break the lies that said I would always struggle. I break the idea that I am destined to live in lack. I am a child of the King of Kings. I have access to heavenly resources. I was born to flourish, not just to survive. I was created to bear fruit in every season. And because of that, I choose tonight to align my mind, my words, and my heart with the promises you have spoken over my life. While I sleep, Lord, breathe resilience into my spirit. May I no longer be discouraged by temporary setbacks. May I have the perseverance to build step by step. May I see beyond today's limitations into the abundance you have already prepared for tomorrow. May I become the kind of person who does not give up at the first sign of difficulty, but who presses on with eyes fixed on your faithfulness. Strengthen my inner being to endure, to trust, and to advance. Effata, open doors that fear tried to shut. Open my understanding to the resources already within my reach. Open my ears to hear opportunities when they come. May new possibilities arise in the areas where I once only saw impossibilities. May the small seeds of faith I plant tonight produce a great harvest of financial freedom, provision, and multiplication for the glory of your name. I declare, I am walking out of financial limitation. I am stepping into divine provision. I am leaving behind a survival mindset and embracing a mindset of stewardship, generosity, and abundance. I am rejecting every thought that says I am not capable or not worthy. I am claiming the truth that I am equipped, I am called, and I am chosen to prosper and to bless others as a reflection of your goodness. Lord, give me the courage to dream again. Give me the boldness to envision a future that looks nothing like my past. May I rise each morning with renewed passion to walk the path you are setting before me. Teach me to celebrate the small wins along the way. Teach me to trust your timing. Teach me to remain faithful in the process, knowing that every day of obedience is a step closer to the breakthrough you have promised. Effata, let new ideas be born. Let creative solutions emerge. Let strategies and connections aligned with your purpose find me. May I be surrounded by people who encourage, who uplift, and who believe in the vision you have placed within me. Remove every distraction and counterfeit, opportunity that could detour me from the destiny you designed for me. As I rest tonight, I visualize a new reality, a reality where provision overflows, debts are paid, and generosity abounds. A reality where I no longer fear the future, because I know my future is held securely in your hands. A reality where I walk in your favor, stewarding every blessing with wisdom and humility, glorifying you in all things, and wrapped in the peace that only your spirit can give. I fall asleep, certain that even now your hands are working in the unseen, arranging everything necessary for the miracles to manifest at the perfect time. Lord, on this sacred night, I surrender once more before you. I leave behind the weight of past failures and embrace your invitation to walk hand in hand with you into a new financial story. I know that even when I failed, you never abandoned me. You were there, ready to lift me up, ready to teach me lessons that only the valley could reveal. Tonight, with a humble heart, I recognize true wealth is not only in what I achieve, but in who I become through you. I now reject every feeling of guilt that tries to paralyze me. I reject the fear of trying again. I reject the shame that attempts to block my growth. I choose to forgive myself. I choose to believe that I can start over as many times as necessary, because you are the God of new beginnings, the God who wipes away the past and writes new stories for those who trust in you. And I trust you, Lord. I trust that there are still beautiful chapters to be written. I trust that better doors will open. I trust that my financial breakthrough begins within. As I sleep, Lord, work inside me. Remove every limiting belief that whispers I am not capable, that I don't deserve to prosper, that I was not made to succeed. Break those invisible chains that have kept me trapped in smallness. Free my mind to dream big. Free my heart to receive your abundance without fear or guilt, because I know that prospering is not just my desire. It is part of your plan for me, so that I may live with dignity, joy, and purpose and be a channel of blessing to others. Effata, open the gates of courage inside me. May I no longer fear starting small. May I no longer be afraid to take the first step. May I be willing to invest time, energy, and faith into what you place before me. Teach me to use the talents you gave me wisely. May I be like the faithful servant in the parable who multiplied what was entrusted to him and was rewarded with even more. May my life be a journey of multiplication, growth, and fruitfulness for your glory. I declare now, I am not a failure. I am not defeated. I am not a mistake. I am the work of your hands. I was created to overcome, to flourish, and to prosper. Even if the world tries to label me by my past, you call me by my name and see me through the eyes of promise. I receive that new vision, Lord. I see myself now as you see me, equipped, loved, chosen for great things. And with that certainty, I fall asleep in peace, trusting that tomorrow holds beautiful surprises crafted by your hands. Lord, as the night deepens, pour over me an anointing of excellence. May I no longer be someone who starts and doesn't finish. May I no longer be inconsistent in my dreams. May I have the discipline to build, the patience to wait, and the courage to persist. May I grow in practical wisdom, in administration, and in financial organization. May I find joy in learning, in growing, and in improving. Because prosperity without preparation is wasted, and I want to be ready for all you are about to pour over my life. Just like a house needs strong foundations to support higher floors, I accept today to build my foundations patiently. I know that without inner structure, abundance becomes a burden, but with a solid base, prosperity becomes a lasting blessing. So Lord, shape my foundation, work on my character, purify my intentions. May I not seek wealth to inflate my ego, but to fulfill greater purposes. May my prosperity be an extension of your grace, not of my ambition. Effata, open my spiritual ears to hear you in the silence. Open my spiritual eyes to perceive what the natural world does not reveal. Open my heart to dream your dreams, to think your thoughts, and to act with your discernment. May my life be directed by your spirit, not by external pressures. May I know how to distinguish what is urgent from what is important. May I no longer be a slave to circumstances, but a child of promise, heir to a prosperity that flows from heaven. As the night advances and my body rests, my spirit strengthens. My mind is renewed. My dreams are aligned with your purpose. And when I awaken, I will rise stronger, more courageous, and more ready to walk into the abundant life you have prepared for me. And under the shelter of your wings, I surrender to peaceful rest, trusting that the prosperity beginning within me tonight will soon manifest in every area of my life in ways greater than I can imagine. Lord, as the night deepens and silence fills the air, I surrender to your presence, knowing that you are working even now on my behalf. I know that, even when everything seems still, you are aligning details my eyes have yet to see. You are the God who works for those who wait in faith. So tonight I choose to rest, even without understanding all your ways. I choose to trust even without seeing. I choose to stand firm, knowing that my harvest is being prepared in secret. Today, I renounce the spirit of unbelief that tries to steal my hope. I renounce the discouragement that whispers that nothing will ever change. I refuse to believe that this is the best my life will ever be. I believe there are chapters still being written by your hands, chapters of breakthrough, prosperity and restoration. I believe that greater doors will open. I believe abundance will come, not because of my efforts alone, but because your promises are true and unshakable. As my body rests, I pray that my spirit will be strengthened in your word. May your truth erase every lie that ever settled in my heart. May every voice of limitation, fear and shame fall silent before the power of your spirit whispering, I am with you. May this certainty accompany me when I awaken. May I no longer wake up burdened by worry, but filled with the lightness that comes from knowing I am upheld by the Creator of the universe. Effata, let new perspectives open in my mind. Let greater dreams be born within me. Let opportunities beyond my imagination come to life. Illuminate my eyes to see possibilities where I once saw only barriers. Prepare my heart to receive everything you have set apart for me, and lead me with boldness to the blessings waiting for me to step into. I pray that prosperity would come to me without guilt or fear. May I once and for all understand that it is your desire to see your children flourish. May I no longer live conflicted about prosperity, but embrace it as a gift that reflects your goodness. I believe you are the God who enriches and adds no sorrow to it, and I long for a wealth that brings peace, health, and purpose, not just riches without meaning. As the world sleeps, I sow in the Spirit. I sow words of faith. I sow declarations of life. I sow seeds of hope. And I trust that these seeds will not fall on barren ground. I believe each word spoken tonight will be watered by your mercy, cultivated by your kindness, and brought to fruition by your faithfulness. And in due season, I will see the visible fruits of the invisible prayers I lift up tonight. Lord, I also ask, remove from my path every wrong association. Help me discern who lifts me and who drags me down. Bring into my life those who share your vision, those who encourage, those who challenge me to grow. Grant me the courage to walk away from what hinders my calling and the wisdom to invest in relationships that align with your purpose for me. Effata, let doors of clean prosperity open before me. May I succeed without compromising my peace or my principles. May I grow without pride. May my financial life be a testimony that integrity is not a hindrance to success, but the foundation of lasting abundance. May every blessing I receive be multiplied through generosity, kindness, and faithfulness. As I fall deeper into rest tonight, I renew my covenant with you, Lord. I declare that my mind, my heart, my gifts, and my resources belong to you. Use me as you wish. Guide me wherever you want. Teach me to be faithful in the small so I may be entrusted with the great. I am not afraid of tomorrow because I know you hold my future securely. And wrapped in the peace that surpasses understanding, I rest, certain that every word sown tonight is already unfolding under the care of your mighty, loving hands. Lord, as the silence of the night fills the room, I ask you to renew the spirit of hope within me. With each breath, let me feel your breath of life restoring my dreams, rekindling my courage, and strengthening the faith that so often weakened before difficulties. I choose to believe that scarcity does not define my future. I choose to trust that your promise is greater than any limitation my human eyes can see. You are the God who calls into existence things that do not yet exist. Today, I reject every sentence of financial failure spoken over my life. I reject the belief that I was born only to survive. I was born to flourish. I was born to prosper under your wings, to witness your miracles in my everyday life. Your word says, those who trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion, which cannot be shaken but endures forever. And I stand on this promise now, believing that my financial life will be transformed for your glory. Tonight, Lord, while my eyes rest, may your mighty hand work miracles on my behalf. May contracts be signed. May debts be negotiated. May fair opportunities find me. May unexpected doors open. And may everything that once seemed impossible bow before your authority. I believe that while I sleep, the heavens are working. Angels are being dispatched to align paths and unlock blessings already prepared for me. Effata. Open new sources of provision, open doors that human eyes cannot yet see, open ideas that bring creative solutions. Prepare my heart to wisely receive everything you have stored up for me, and let each new opportunity be discerned by the light of your Spirit, so that I will not fall into traps disguised as blessings, but instead walk the paths that lead to true growth. I pray that my mind fully embraces the truth that prospering is your desire for your children. May I no longer live in inner conflict, thinking that wealth and spirituality are opposites. I believe that you are the God who enriches without adding sorrow, and I long for that kind of wealth, a wealth that brings peace, health, and purpose, a wealth that serves to build, to lift, to liberate, and to shine your light wherever there is darkness. While the world sleeps, I sow in the Spirit. I sow words of faith, I sow declarations of life, I sow hope, and I know these seeds will grow. Every word spoken tonight is a brick in the building of the prosperous life you are designing for me, not just to fulfill my desires, but to be a living channel of transformation, showing the world that trusting and obeying you is the path to true abundance. Lord, I also ask, remove from my path every wrong connection. Help me recognize who comes to add and who comes to delay. Give me discernment to walk with those who have vision, who are grounded in your values. Let my alliances be blessings, not prisons, and may I have the strength to walk away from what no longer serves the destiny you have for me. Effata. Open paths of clean and honest prosperity, where I don't need to compromise my peace or my principles. May I prosper without having to sacrifice my integrity. May I grow without stepping on others. May my financial life be a living testimony that integrity is rewarded. May every blessing I receive be used with wisdom and generosity, multiplying blessings and spreading your love in real, tangible ways. As I sleep, Lord, I renew my covenant with you. I declare that my mind, my heart, my gifts, and my resources belong to you. Use me as you wish. Guide me where you will. Teach me to be faithful with little so that I may be trusted with much. I am not afraid of the future, for I know the one who holds it firmly in his hands. And as I surrender this night into your hands, my spirit overflows with gratitude and expectation, knowing that every whispered prayer tonight echoes before your throne, and every seed planted in faith will surely bloom under the light of your favor. Lord, as the world outside rests and silence takes over the night, I retreat into your presence, trusting that you are working on my behalf. I know that even when everything appears motionless, you are aligning the pieces of my life that my eyes have not yet seen. You are the God who works for those who wait with faith. And so tonight, I choose to rest, even without understanding all of your ways. I choose to trust even without seeing. I choose to remain firm, knowing that my harvest is being prepared in secret. Today, I renounce the spirit of unbelief that tries to steal my hope. I renounce the discouragement that whispers that nothing will ever change. I refuse to accept that this is the best life has to offer. I believe there are still beautiful chapters being written by your hands. I believe greater doors will open. I believe that abundance will come, not because of my strength alone, but because your promises never fail. As my body rests, I pray that my spirit would be strengthened even more by your word. May your truth erase every lie that once took root in my heart. May every voice of limitation, fear, and shame fall silent before the powerful voice of your Spirit saying, I am with you. May this certainty remain with me when I awake. May I rise not weighed down by worries, but renewed by the confidence that I am supported by the Creator of the universe. Effata. May new perspectives open in my mind. May greater dreams be birthed within me. May opportunities that exceed my imagination come to life. Illuminate my eyes to see possibilities where I once saw only barriers. Prepare my heart to receive the treasures you have reserved for me, and lead me boldly into the blessings awaiting my arrival. I pray that my prosperity would come free of guilt and fear, that I may fully understand that it is your will for your children to flourish. May I no longer live conflicted over wealth, but embrace it as part of the destiny you have for me. I believe you are the God who enriches without adding sorrow, and I long for a wealth marked by peace, health, and divine purpose, not by anxiety or meaningless accumulation. As the world sleeps, I sow into the Spirit, I sow words of faith, I sow declarations of hope, I sow seeds of restoration, and I trust that not a single word sown tonight will be lost. Each word will be watered by your mercy, cultivated by your kindness, and matured by your faithfulness. In due season I will see the harvest with my own eyes. Lord, I also ask you, remove from my path any wrong alliances. Surround me with those who share your vision. Bring into my life people who encourage me to grow, to believe, and to press on toward the future you have for me. Give me discernment to know when to walk away from what no longer aligns with my destiny. Give me the strength to choose growth, even when it requires leaving comfort behind. Effata. Open new strategies. Let fresh ideas blossom. Let divine connections be formed. Let impossible paths become straight. I believe that spiritual intelligence coming from you will lead me to prosper where others give up. I believe that heavenly wisdom will bring me solutions where the world sees only obstacles. And I believe that the courage birthed by faith will carry me where fear once tried to stop me. As the night deepens and my body rests, I know that every prayer whispered into this night is already being fulfilled. Every seed of faith is already taking root. Every dream aligned with your will is already being watered by your hands. And in this certainty, I surrender this night into your care, trusting that each new dawn will reveal signs of the promises I have planted in prayer. Lord, as the night deepens and the world grows quieter, I surrender myself fully to your will. I lay aside all unnecessary burdens, all exaggerated worries, every doubt that tries to steal my peace. I choose to trust. I choose to rest in you, like a child who peacefully falls asleep in the arms of their father. You are my sustainer, my solid rock, my endless source of provision. And in that trust, I surrender myself to your perfect care, knowing that my financial life is already being transformed by your hand. Tonight I declare that I will no longer allow scarcity to dictate the pace of my dreams. I will no longer let the fear of not having enough prevent me from planning, investing, or growing. I am free to prosper, free to create, free to conquer. Everything you have prepared for me. Just as Solomon reigned in wisdom and abundance, I take hold of the inheritance of wisdom and prosperity promised to me. With humility, I prepare myself to live the financial miracles already set in motion over my life. Effata. Open the doors of favor where resistance once stood. Reveal hidden paths. Bring forth solutions for the challenges before me. Bless my work. Bless my investments. Bless the creativity of my mind. Bless the labor of my hands, so that everything I build is firmly established under your direction, and no storm will tear down what you have built through me. I pray that every morning I awaken with a renewed mind, ready to embrace prosperity, with maturity and gratitude. May I see money not as an end, but as a means to manifest your love, care, and justice in this world. Let every resource entrusted to me be multiplied with wisdom and managed with integrity. May my heart never drift away from you, but instead remain deeply rooted in gratitude and humility, using every blessing to honor you. Lord, I reject the spirit of poverty disguised as humility. I reject the mindset that scarcity is more spiritual than abundance. I know you are the God who promised a land flowing with milk and honey. You are the one who promised houses I did not build and vineyards I did not plant as inheritance for the faithful. And I embrace this inheritance, not with pride, but with responsibility, not with arrogance, but with a heart full of gratitude. Tonight, may every area of my life still touched by scarcity be flooded by your abundance. May every debt be a future testimony of your provision. May every paid bill be celebrated as a victory. May every small breakthrough be seen as a sign of the great river of prosperity flowing toward me. I believe you are able to restore double everything that was lost, and I believe the financial restoration coming will be so great that my heart will overflow with praise. Effata. Open every opportunity that the enemy tried to block. Open the heavens over my household. Open pathways for wise investments, righteous partnerships, and blessed decisions. Open up innovative business ideas. Open divine connections. May my financial life flourish like a tree planted by streams of water yielding fruit in its season, and whose leaf does not wither. I declare that I am walking into a season of unstoppable victories, that each day will reveal signs of your faithfulness, that my life will be a living testimony that trusting in you brings true abundance. May my prosperity serve to glorify your name. May my story inspire others to believe that your favor is real, powerful, and life-changing. While my body rests tonight, I envision a new reality, a life free from fear of tomorrow, a mind at peace, knowing that provision is guaranteed, a heart free to dream without limits, hands ready to build a solid, just, and prosperous future. I accept this transformation. I embrace this new identity. I believe that the best is yet to come, and that heaven is already moving everything in my favor. And wrapped in this deep peace that can only come from you, I fall asleep, confident that the prosperity you have promised is already blossoming inside of me, ready to manifest in every area of my life. In this sacred moment, where so many words of faith have been sown, I invite you to hold every promise declared in this prayer deep within your heart. Remember that nothing spoken here was in vain. Every seed of faith planted tonight is being watered by divine grace. Even if your natural eyes do not yet see the full transformation, trust. God is already moving the invisible pieces in your favor. As you remain steadfast in prayer, heaven is silently working behind the scenes of your financial story. Keep planting your actions with wisdom. Keep watering your projects with hope. Keep declaring victory with your words. God is faithful to fulfill every promise He has spoken over your life. The prosperity you seek begins first within your spirit, through trust, obedience, and wisdom. Do not turn back. Do not give up when facing the first contrary winds. You are closer than you realize to seeing doors open that no one will be able to shut. Just continue trusting and walking toward the abundance He promised. Now, if this prayer has touched your heart, if you feel something shifting inside you, I warmly invite you, subscribe to the Blessings of Prosperity channel. Leave a like so that this chain of faith can reach even more lives, and share this video with those you love. Also, write the names of your family members who need blessings in the comments, one name per comment, and declare with faith that prosperity is arriving for all of you. And if you want to strengthen your journey toward financial freedom and abundant blessings, watch the next video that will appear here on the screen. Pray with faith for 9 consecutive nights. Keep a candle lit as a symbol of your devotion, and prepare yourself to witness the impossible becoming reality. May the God of Solomon, the God of Effata, continue to guide you every step of the way in the name of Jesus. Amen.